What's good, everybody, man? Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Rundown, hosted by your boy Daryl Long. You guys know what it is. Make sure you guys are coming in early, hitting the like button. We are going to be getting this show started real early this morning because the simp guy only got a few days off work. And because I only got a few days off work, we got to come into the studio and we got to start cooking immediately. But let's go ahead and go to my first video where we're going to be talking about this young lady named Jada Bell. See her right here? Jada Bell. This lady says that women make men weak. Jada Bell says that women love is chaotic and that women are the reason why men are becoming more weak. Now, again, before we get into this video, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. That way you guys get alerted when we drop new videos. If you want to support the show today, make sure you guys hit the Cash App. All right. The Cash App is down here at the bottom, $ DLon316. Let's go to what this black woman had to say.
Women are the ones that make men emotional. Women are the ones that make men weak. Their default settings, when they're in their natural state, they think from a place of reality, logic. Women come in and confuse those things. They come in and their love is more violent, more chaotic. It's got to have a lot of symbolism. So for men, when they get married or when they're in a relationship with a woman, they commit to a woman, it's like the basic is they love you, right? That's a no-brainer for men.
And women don't do this, Jada. So women aren't entering relationships saying, I love you. Are you married, Jada? Do you have a husband? And if you do have a husband or a boyfriend, do you love this man? Or did only your husband come into the conversation saying that, he's capable of love? Tell me. Because it's pick me women like this that always drive me crazy. It's always pick me women like this that drive me crazy because they say women are the problem for all the men problems. The reason why a man is weak is a woman's problem. The reason why a man can't lift weights is a woman's problem. The reason why the man can't get a job is the woman's problem. The reason why the man can't afford Ray-Ban Metas is it's some woman's problem. Everything always comes back to it being a woman's problem. It never comes back to maybe I'm the fucking problem. Maybe as the man is the problem. And I've always said this, and I'm gonna continue to say it. Women like this woman right here, Jada Bell, she is the main reason, right, why a lot of y'all are so crippled. It's not the women that she's talking about, because the title is right. There are women that make men weak, and a lot of y'all are just pick-me's, like this woman right here. Instead of holding men accountable, you want to baby him. You want to pamper him. You don't want to tell him when he's the issue. You don't want to tell him when he's being weak, emotionally, physically, sexually, spiritually, financially. You don't want to be honest with these men, and then you wonder why men find themselves in the same situation over and over and over and over again, making the same fucking mistakes over and over and over and over again, because they have weak women who would sit there and say, oh, it's okay, daddy, you did everything wrong. It's the women's fault. You never could become president because of a woman. You never could run your own company because of a woman. You never could graduate college because of a woman. I'm going to read all the comments, and I did filter it so you can only leave a comment if you have been subscribed more than 20 minutes. If you guys don't subscribe, you won't leave a comment. Shout out to my brother King Rooster holding it down. Says, it seems to me as if the pick-me women are the prettiest. Hey, Vic, I never said Jada was unattractive. I never said she was ugly, but her personality is ugly. Her personality is ugly. And Vic, that's one of the main problems that we have as black men is we see a woman that's attractive, and we allow this woman who might have a dark spirit, like, again, Vic, think about Lucky, right? Think about Lucky. Lucky is a beautiful woman. Drop dead, super, super gorgeous. but she got that dark spirit, Vic. And Vic, you was one of the people that told me, hey, stay away from her. Stay away from Shorty. She got a dark spirit. So I know you know what I'm talking about. Victor also says most women will baby their men and sons. That's normal. That is not normal, Vic. That is not normal. It's not normal for a grown ass woman to treat a grown ass man like a baby, but then expect him to lead, expect him to show leadership qualities, expect him to show emotional discipline. Children don't have emotional discipline, right? That's why they're children. That's why in the Bible it says that when I was a boy, I thought as a child. When I was a child, I thought as a child. But as I became a man, I left childish things behind. Right? That's what the Bible says, Vic. So it's not normal. Good morning, Fearless Jim. Good morning, Fearless Jim. Shout out to the 95 people we got watching across all platforms in the first 10 minutes. I appreciate you guys. We got a lot of people watching, even on YouTube, and I genuinely appreciate that. Shout out to my brother, No Chaser. No Chaser, please let me know which platform that you're on. That way I can make sure I go get you your wrench, sir. Please let me know which platform you're on. That way I can make sure I get you your wrench. Let's go back to the Young Ladies podcast.
Love this woman. But for women, they need to see the love consistently. So you have to bring me flowers, cards, do big things, extravagant things like you see on social media for me to see this love, right? It's not enough to just, that's basics, that's default settings, is that we are committed to each other because we love each other. No, we got to add to it, right? So the
hold on. Yeah, I know you on YouTube, but which YouTube? You know, I'm streaming to my wife's, I'm streaming to the Daryl Long one, and the Daily Rundown, and the Everything Every Day. So, you know what I'm saying? Just let me know which YouTube you streaming to. Now, Jada Bell says that women, they need to see love manifested in different ways. They need flowers. They need their doors open. They need their bills paid. They need a man to smell good and take care of himself. So you telling me the men have absolutely no requirements? They just tell a woman, I just want you to love me. I just want you to love me. Is that what you want us to believe? So when Kevin Samuel said that he want women to be fit, feminine, and friendly, they want a woman to cook and clean. They want a woman to take care of the kids. You understand this is labor, right? You understand this is labor. See, one of the things that the Manosphere don't talk about is how they want women to basically work for free. Let me give you an example. If you want to pay a chef, right? Let me go ahead. Matter of fact, let's do a Gemini test. Let's go ahead and do it. That's right. Gemini test. Gemini, how much will it cost me to pay a personal chef to cook for me breakfast and dinner and pack my lunches for work every day in the city of Chicago? What's the average?
Hiring a personal chef in Chicago for 3 daily meals typically costs between $2,500 and $6,000 per month, plus the cost of groceries. Estimated cost breakdown. Service type.
$6,000 a month. Y'all asking for $6,000 worth of labor per month. Let's keep going. Gemini, I want to hire a personal maid to clean up my house. That means dishes, clothes, and everything else that I need taken care of. How much does that typically cost me in the city of Chicago per year?
In Chicago, hiring a personal maid or housekeeper typically costs between $30,000 and $55,000 per year.
So a personal chef with 6 bands per month, damn near, times 12. What's that? That's over 100 bands right there. Then you got to pay another 55 bands for a personal maid. Some of y'all some of y'all men don't realize y'all are literally asking women for $500,000 in work. $500,000 in work. Imagine that. Imagine y'all out here telling women, I want you to work for free, ho. And thinking the only thing you're supposed to do is say, I love you. You're not supposed to buy any roses. You're not supposed to pay bills. You don't want any reciprocity. You don't want to give any reciprocity. You just want to be the reciprocator of a woman's hard work. That is the problem with most black men today. That is the problem with most men today, period. It's not just black men. This is the reason why white women don't want to have babies no more. The reason why black women don't want to have babies no more. The reason why the Korean women got the 4B movement. You see, I'm here as a married black man to a black woman with nothing but black children. Right? That must be said. A man who believes in God. I'm here to let you know y'all are the problem. And when y'all listen to pick-me's like the Jada Bell podcast here, she is going to lead you astray. But let me go ahead and give y'all another thing too, as you know, manosphere men, because I know that y'all don't like hard-working women. Y'all want women should be at home serving their husbands and family and God and children. This woman run a whole goddamn business. This woman basically is a single man. She basically is an alpha male. I thought women was supposed to run businesses and prioritize business over family. Fuck out of here, bro. She's grifting and y'all buying it. That's all it is. Losers.
Love always gotta extend, right? Women move based off of emotion, so if they don't feel like you love them today because you don't see it, you don't physically see, which isn't moving by faith, by the way. That's why your dedication to God matters, and how you'll submit to your husbands and how you'll feel about your husbands, because you know you don't have to see God in the works and doing things for you to know that He loves and cares about you, right? And so because
now women don't want a man who care about them. Now all of a sudden, women only want men with six packs and men that's gonna dog them out. Now women don't want men that care about them. All right, no chaser. I see you. You on my wife's channel? Give me a second. I'll go over there. I got you. Victor says, I'll never have a maid. That's a waste of money. But Victor, a lot of men will say, hey, wife, after you get off work, I need you to cook, clean, laundry. After that, we need to make love. After that, you need to take care of these goddamn children. A lot of these men are requiring more and more and more. And listen, I've been there before. I've wanted my wife to cook, but you know what happened when I realized, you know what? My wife might, you know what I'm saying? She work, I work. Right? You know what I did, Victor? I ordered factor meals. That's right. I ordered factor meals. I can afford to. It was an amazing choice. And truth be told, I love it because it was super fucking healthy. I'm eating zucchini, carrots, all kinds of good shit. You understand me, Vic? I'm eating nothing but the best of the best, Vic. You feel me? It was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. Ordering factor meals and being able to eat consistently healthy and in good portions. Why would I need my wife to slave away in the kitchen? Eventually, the main thing I tell her to focus on is, to be honest, our business, because our business is going to dictate how our family grow or do not grow. That's the facts. Victor says the real pick-me's are excellent women to be in a relationship. Explain yourself, Vic. Explain yourself. I definitely will drop the link at some point. I plan on this kind of being an all-day stream. You know what I mean? I got to go pick my wife up so you guys will be able to see certain stuff, like me going to go pick my wife up and pick the kids up. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna take you guys with me today. You feel me? We're doing a day in the life with Daryl Long, and we starting with reactions. I already got my workout in, But if y'all want to see the workout, I'll take y'all to the gym with me too. You feel me? It's gonna be an all day joint because I don't get a chance to do these no more, Vic, because I work, 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 bro. Every day. Every day. But you see, Vic, I don't know how the quality looking on your end. You see your boy got the 4K camera back. You see my shit move, Vic. Stop playing with me. And I got the side camera too, 4K. What? Listen, it's only 1 cent God. They can't even get their shit together. Let's go back to the Mrs. Bell so she can, keep addressing this pick me shit. I disagree with Victor. I don't think that somebody like this would be best to be in a relationship with, because this is somebody who seems to me like most pick me's, they just allow men to do whatever, whenever, to whoever, and there's no accountability in that situation. There's no accountability. She's the kind of woman that will watch a man be mediocre and say, well, he's doing his best. He's a man. He's a good man, Savannah. Instead of saying you could be doing more. You acting like a hoe right now. You acting like you're not, I'm saying, somebody who can be doing better. You're not getting up and striving. You're not staying up late. You're being lazy. No chaser. I be watching their streams. Saying they still little dogs. They still little dogs, no chaser. They don't even know how to get their shit together. No chaser. They don't know how to do this yet. They don't know it. They confused. They still amateurs. You understand? Nigga, I'm Dumbledore. They checked out of Hogwarts way too fast. These niggas checked out year 2. They didn't even make it to the Goblet of Fire. Come on, man. Let me not lose my motherfucking composure. Come on now. These niggas still using bullshit. I could throw the Ray-Ban Metas on. Let me turn these boys off. You show me for a second. I'm saying. Hair good, nigga. I ain't need to get a haircut, nigga. Hair look good, nigga. Got white man hair. Goofy. Anyway, let's keep going to Jada Bell podcast and hear more of her testimony about how women, not men, women is the reason why a man is weak. So every time you see a man that can't do a push-up, every time you see a man who can't pull himself up on a pull-up bar, it's because of a woman, allegedly. It's not because of the man. It's not because he hasn't self-reflected and looked upon himself and say, I am weak in these areas, and this is how I can make myself better. It's not because of that. It's because of what Jada Bell got to say. Child, is this what the manosphere is coming to? That y'all pedestalizing trash? And not to say that she's trash, because I don't know her, but the commentary, the pandering, it's clear she's making money off incel men, and she just capitalizing off of this while y'all sitting back doing what? Thinking that she gonna give y'all a chance. Now, I found the video of her talking about allegedly being on OnlyFans. It always happens, right? Y'all find some smut out of the fucking gutter, and then she used to be some nigga nut rag, allegedly, and then she come and save y'all niggas. And then she start telling y'all that you can be the best you can be, daddy, at your worst. You can be the best you can be at your worst.
As men carry the spirit of God, and because they're made in God's image, it's the same. Like, they don't have to, it shouldn't be that they have to show it to you. Your husbands have to show it to you all the dang time for you.
Men don't have to show their love, right? What kind of accountability is that? Imagine anything else. Hey, show me your test. I don't have to show you my work. Jada Bell said I don't have to show you shit. I'm a man, bitch. What? What are you talking about? Fellas, do not listen to this woman. You need to show your wife that you love her. You need to prove this on a daily basis. This need to be objective one. The fuck you mean I don't need to prove to my wife that I love her? What then what am I doing with her then? Why am I with her? Why am I with a woman that I can prioritize a million other things and at the very fucking bottom is proving to her that I love her? Who's calling me, B?
I hope they're not zero.
Hey, sister and brother. I'm streaming. Y'all on stream right now. They can hear y'all.
Hey, what's good, chat? What's good, chat?
I was watching the Pick Me video of a woman named Jada Bell who was saying that women are the reason why men are weak and men have no responsibility over their own weaknesses because a woman is usually the problem, is what Jada Bell was saying. So that's
oh wow. All right, bro. We're gonna let you finish your stream and then probably call you later then.
all right. Y'all be safe, man.
All right, love you, bro.
All right, love y'all too. See you, Mel.
Bye.
So again, these guys don't have family. They don't have love in their life. They are just a bunch of fucking a band of I don't want to I can't say losers because I might get flagged for bullying. So I'm gonna say the unfavorables. There we go. The unfavorable ones. Like these are, and not just unfavorable because people just dislike them, but bro, if you're online spewing such fucking just insecurity shit, you get people like this. You become susceptible to being told, hey, average guy at the fucking bottom, is she not listening to you? She not submitting to you? She not doing what the fuck you say? She not opening her legs up when you say? She not cooking and cleaning and shut the fuck up and doing what you say and going with the plan 24/7 without question? She ain't going with the program? Oh baby, let me go ahead and tell you, right? This is Pick Me Jada talking, bitch. Matter of fact, let me change my name to that for a second, man, because this is wild, man. For a second, I'm gonna be Pick Me Jada. All right, so look, this how they move to play on these niggas. I was having a conversation recently, and I was telling somebody how a long time ago, as you guys know, as the same guy, I had a whole bunch of lady disciples, right? And we would come up with a million different ways to get money out the niggas online because they just so susceptible. Let me give you an example. One of them was a single baby mama, right? And oh my God bless me. We came up with it with a plan to say, hey, yeah, no, she's not a single baby mama, but instead she's engaged. You see, when she's engaged, these niggas' brain automatically think, there's a man there. She has submitted. She get a pass. She get the Jada Bell podcast pass. You know what I'm saying? But if you come in saying, I can think for myself, I don't need a man, especially one who is not going to do his fucking job, be financially and emotionally abusive, play games with me. I can move on. We can co-parent peacefully. You only got these niggas gonna instantly make you the op. talking about instant op action. You understand what I'm saying? So the trick was this: get them to believe that you're one of them. Nah, I had to submit and get married, and yeah, I'm saying it just didn't. And then eventually, after you get 10, 15, 20 bands out of them, because they gonna ask what a nigga at some. They gonna ask what. I'm sorry. Look, I'm up here, camera. Please follow. Camera. Oh gosh, I fucked my camera. Damn it. Okay. All right, we're back in business. We're back in business, fucker. All right, I'm gonna have to do this fucking. Anyway, man, let me finish our video. I was enjoying this blunt too much. Let's go.
You to have faith and trust that they do love you and they do care about you, right? But see, this is what happens when women turn men into emotional women. Because now, in order to see this love, you have to constantly manipulate them. You have to manipulate, and you play a lot of mind games. Women play a lot of mind games. They need to see it constantly, so they play little mind games, malicious mind games, right? So they'll withdraw love and see if you chase it. See if you can feel that I'm being extra quiet to you today. And then if you're passive and you start withdrawing your love, you're the bad guy. You know, for women, it's if I don't see that.
Women like this always position dudes so they can have sympathy. If she start doing this and you withdraw your love, you're the bad guy now. Fellas, bro, let me tell y'all this, bro. You can have conversations with other people, but the woman that you need to be actually processing your brain to is the woman that you actually with. It's her that you need to understand. It's her that you need to figure out how you can reciprocate to make her happy, to get the most out of that situation. That's what you goofy niggas need to be doing. Not online, listening to a biracial talk about how everything is the woman's problem. That's how you're going to set yourself up for failure. Instant failure. You want to know how I became the sent guy? You want to know how I became the dude who hit the... Can't say that no more. It's a new year, new me, man. I'm giving y'all great advice, man. And advice one, stop listening to these ladies in the manosphere. Especially the ones that just automatically say the woman's the problem, that y'all never thought, and these bitches might be scamming me. I never thought that once. Y'all just automatically went with, yeah, she right. These women do be on goofy shit. They do be, you know what I'm saying? They be playing men like me. I'm a good one. Whole time this nigga done had multiple women he done ran through. Will openly admit you done ran through women. Why you ain't married one of them? Oh, because she a hoe, but she's a hoe. Why you deal with her in the first place? Oh, because hoes not beneath you to deal with. But you don't want to deal with them in a romantic level. You don't want to take care and provide. Then be mad when 10 other niggas think like you and say, why is there a hoe culture? Well, don't all 10 of y'all niggas believe that it's okay to deal with a woman, no matter if she's a hoe or not, and smash? So all 10 of y'all niggas want to smash, but none of y'all niggas want to marry, because none of y'all niggas really built for a commitment, fatherhood, being a husband, being a leader, being a provider. Y'all not built for that. That's why the first thing y'all see, even when y'all watch this girl Jada, the first thing y'all see is a sexual something. Y'all, a sexual something. The second thing you see is a slave. That's just the truth of the matter, bro. And this is why, Jada, let me introduce you to myself. I'm Big Daddy Daryl. That's right. I'm Big Daddy Daryl. To you. Okay? Or you can call me the Sim guy. But let me go ahead and tell you this. The men that you are trying to pedestalize, the ideas that you are trying to pedestalize, the rhetoric and propaganda that you are pedestalizing, it's going to be your own downfall. Because the Manosphere can't even survive themselves. You have to cut this side off. What y'all think? Nah, I'm still fine. Anyway, I'm just keeping it a complete honey with you. Kevin Samuels, God rest his soul, he was the only one that can do this with a certain amount of class. You still see Angry Man wearing throwback fucking hoodies and fucking fitted caps and shit. Anton gonna be Anton. Right? I don't know what it is about women like this that make them think that they're different from the women that they're talking about. I guarantee y'all within a month she'll be on Anton's show. And hey, do your thing. In another month, she'll be taking payments from him to make statements. I think it's interesting about that because it's no different from a girl on OnlyFans. It's no different from a girl who is stripping. It's no different from a streetwalker. A lot of women, y'all don't understand that y'all are the exact same type that y'all talk about. That's just the facts. And this Jada woman, not only is she a pick me, I guarantee you she's a goer too. I guarantee you. I on 1,000. Like the rest of them.
You know, you bought me something today on Valentine's Day, or you didn't go as out as you could have, even though, you know, you have been taking me on dates or you worked late tonight. If I don't see a symbol that you love me and you didn't, you know, you weren't active in doing that, then all of a sudden you must have just withdrawn all of your love and you don't care about me at all. Somehow not seeing one thing determines all of it for women, you know, determines the whole gosh darn relationship. What happens is,
I mean, yeah, those are called red flags. Like if a woman sees a red flag and it's a genuine issue, then by all means, why would she continue to stay in that situation? Some situations, even if they might seem minute to others, they can define an entire relationship. Like me, I don't like liars. And if you're going to lie, tell me the truth about it. Oh my God, that sounds so crazy. But I mean that shit. If you're going to lie, tell me the truth about it. I'm not interested in hearing you lie to me. And then I gotta find out the truth somewhere else. That is going to piss me all the way off. Shout out to Victor holding the chat down over there. Victor said, I ain't gonna watch Sharon. I'm gonna watch the Simp God today. My nigga. He says, I like the pick me type of women. The real ones are usually down to earth, nurturing, and giving. Yeah, but Vic, I'm not denying that. But see, this is why I don't like. So look, Vic, this is why I do not like pick me's. Pick me's have this, like you said, nurturing, giving, earthly type fucking vibe. Problem is, they do that with every dude they meet. With every dude they meet, they want to prove that they loyal and submissive, and soft and feminine. So what do? Do I really even got to get into it? Panties coming down because you got to let the man conquer you, right? That's first of all. Then you got the situation where they're gonna say, well, now, baby, you know, I don't got no car, so I need to use your keys because I'm your man. Right? You got to go along with that. So, and at the very end, when she get her heart broken, guess what she gonna say? It wasn't because of him, because she got to know him. It's because his mother kept him away from his father, and it was really just another woman's fault. See, they let us circle trauma back to other women. They never. Part two, I don't like about them. The first part is they goers. The second part is they cripple black men specifically, because instead of telling that man to self-reflect, have some form of accountability, what they're going to tell that man is, you did nothing wrong. You weren't the problem. Even though we can literally see in a lot of situations, Diddy, for example, should we blame Diddy mom for his action? Should we say Diddy mother is the fucking reason why he punched Cassie? Pick-me's like this would. That's why I don't fuck with that shit. I don't like it, Vic. I don't like it. But if you like it, I love it, bro. Vic says, would you really want to be with a woman who is unpleasant and hardly satisfied with anything you do for the betterment of your relationship, big or small? Yes. Yes. Because then you have to ask yourself, Vic, why are you not pleasing this woman? Why is she always unsatisfied with everything you do? Right? Because if she's unsatisfied and unpleased with the things that you do, then you really might want to take a look at yourself and say, all right, let me listen first to what she's saying. That's the first step I would recommend. Listen to her. See what she's saying. See if whatever she's asking can be done. Right? Let me give you an example, Vic. Let me give you an example. My wife, when she gave birth to our son, she wanted what they call it, bro. I always forget what she called it, a push gift. Now, I end up finding out that basically a push gift is something that they give to mothers after they have a baby, right? So we went to the motherfucking dealership, you feel me? And we grabbed the motherfucking Hyundai Palisade, you feel me? Yeah, you like that? You see how it framed out? You see how it came into, ooh, bitch. I'm so good with this shit. Anyway, spent $10,000 down to buy this truck, Victor. $10,000 down. See, what my wife wanted was the ability to drive around Chicago without having to worry about getting stuck in the snow. What my wife wanted was new technology and massage seats and heated and cooling seats and third row seating with space enough for a stroller in the back seat. That's what she wanted, Vic. Right? So a lot of the times, right? A lot of times, Vic, men think about conquering women and they want to make it easy. How did Cynthia say it? They want to dominate by default. They just think that because they're men, they're supposed to dominate. It never works that way. You have to have the will to see it through. And me, as you know, my wife is unruly. She is a staunch feminist. But nevertheless, we get along very well because ultimately we kind of are the same. You know what I mean? We both demons, and I don't really seek to control my wife. As a matter of fact, I have a staunch belief that adults, male or female, male or woman, whatever, I shouldn't have to tell an adult how to be a fucking adult. I shouldn't have to tell you that we had to clean up around here. I shouldn't have to tell you, like, my wife doesn't have to tell me not to go fuck other women. That's something that I know because I'm a grown ass man. And vice versa, right? So at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of the time y'all want to lead, but y'all also want women to coddle you like a child. I think that women get confused Very confused. Anyway, man, I did all of that so I can avoid a copyright strike from this girl. Let's go.
Is now you keep him in a constant state of fight or flight mode. Ooh, y'all don't want to hear this. Oh God.
Oh, she doing the sit in the car content. She good. She's good. And she, you know what I'm saying, she's showing enough cleavage just to entice you. This is very, very manipulative. Because she know how weak these men are in these spaces. They just can't help a halfway decent biracial face and some curly hair, right? They just can't help it. Don't matter if she got braces. And listen, I already said the girl was pretty. I take no shots. The black woman is God. The black woman is God. You get my drift? Okay. Let's continue this person's video.
You keep him in a constant state of fight or flight mode because he don't know if you're gonna leave.
What the fuck? Hold on. Every time she give me something else to react to. So men are in constant flight or fight mode, meaning that he's gonna go or fight with you because nah. I tell you this. Me and my wife, we argue about the most darnest of things. I never once said and actually meant it. Oh yeah, I'm about to leave my fucking wife. Nah, that shit's dead. Even when I'm angry at her and I feel it, like, man, she be getting on my motherfucking nerves, cause it's never gonna come to a point where I'm abandoning my family. That shit's dead. That shit's dead. I don't know. I think we've made abandoning our families, especially marriage. We've made a fucking farce out of marriage. We've turned marriage into a fashion show, and it's almost like y'all still dating. It has no biblical respect. When I see people like Mr. Daniels sitting around, going fucking crazy online. If you know, you know. I don't want to say everything because I don't want to get hit with no type of conspiracy shit. It made me think. People are so full of shit. And Anton knows it. He knows that as long as he can, as long as he has a bag, he will have access to pygmies who cannot think for themselves. And that's probably why we don't see that girl Jazz over there no more, because he realized that she can think for herself. So, I mean, I haven't watched the show a lot lately, but I see Mika is back and Carrie is back and et cetera, et cetera. It seems like he don't want to have the women that can think for themselves around the same way he did with Kay and Kayla. You understand what I'm saying? It's so weird, bro. It's so weird.
I don't know if he come home and he did the wrong thing.
I looked through and they said, how high are you? Because you look through. I'm blowed, dog. I ain't gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? Thing is, Nay, I still got the best setup no matter what the fuck is going on. I'm saying I'm still Himothy part 2. It is what it is. And I'm trying to run it up on an all day boy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to bust down a lot of content. I'm over here editing this video about the passport bros. It's about to get real, bro. You feel me? I'm trying to make a staunch comeback. And part of that is just really to stay in focus, you feel me? Anyway, man, let's focus on Little Miss Pickney and what the fuck she gotta say.
Or didn't showcase his love today, that you're gonna throw a fit, you're gonna withdraw love, you're gonna manipulate. He don't know if, you know, what you're doing when you're saying those comments, if you're trying to get a specific reaction out of him so that you could feel loved by him. And that's really the intent behind it, but to him it's actually just coming off like you're criticizing me, degrading me, and emasculating me in this moment. But for you, you get upset when he gets upset because you're like, why didn't you just see that all I needed in that moment was a hug and a kiss? And so what happens is you keep in a constant state of fight or flight mode. So now he's starting to get irritable, emotional himself. He starts playing the same mind games as you in the senses of, I'm just going to withdraw love from her then. I'm not going to give into this, so I'm going to stay distant from her. I'm going to avoid her. Even though I love her, I do love her. That's
Well,
basic.
what are you watching, dog? You was watching TV Euphoria or some shit. What are you watching, dog? This shit sound like Teen Wolf or some shit. Even though I love her, I left the house and then I didn't want to be with her anymore. And then I stopped loving her. Like, was it Severus Snape and fucking Lily Potter or something? What are you talking about? This is real life. You think niggas got time to think about love 24/7? We got responsibilities. This is why y'all gotta stop letting these biracial lotto offsprings talk. This is why Rollo Tomasi said the manosphere fucking basically stabbed itself in the heart when y'all let just pearly things speak like this. Did y'all not learn y'all lesson the first time? Women make men weak. Not what the fuck? So you admit that women are in charge. So the only way women can make these men weak is if women were in control. If women were the power structure, which means we don't have a patriarchy, we have a matriarchy. I can't stand these people. And then here go Vic in the chat. Oh, Daryl, she's pretty. Okay, Vic, we get it. Like, you a fucking nut on her face. Great. It doesn't change the fact that she's fucking spewing to be private. I think it's hateful rhetoric. I personally believe when women attack other women for what men are doing or what men are lacking in, then bitch, you're being evil. Oh yeah, I see your son. He went over there and he slapped 10 women. Now we gonna beat your ass because you made him that way. Instead of saying, rewind, sir, you need to take full accountability for who you are, what you did, choices you made. No. In her mind, everything is the woman's fault. And again, what they don't know, women like her, that's why I don't debate women like this, right? Because where's his father? Where's his father? Where? And what is he doing? Like, even with my wife and her sons, they try to say, well, my wife, your wife, and this is, personal stuff, not y'all on the internet, people in her life, she made them weak. I mean, there's an argument there to be made, I guess, because I'm open to all, to the possibility of being wrong. But the first question I'm going to always ask is, where is the father? Where is the male role model? All right. If your son can't do 25 fucking push-ups, was his mother supposed to teach him that? If your son can't fucking grab a hammer and grab a fucking nail and put that motherfucker in the wall, was that supposed to be his mother and auntie and grandmammy job? I can't stand y'all, bro. Y'all talk about gender roles and the responsibility of men and women, and then say everything is just one gender's fucking fault. It's almost like y'all don't understand what yin and yang is. You don't understand what balance is. Balance, niggas. It don't make no sense. That's like expecting your father to teach the daughter how to walk in fucking high heels. Yeah, come here, daughter. I'm gonna teach you how to walk in high heels and 6-inch heels. What person would? That's not normal. But again, y'all take the responsibility away from men because y'all hell bent on saying, hey fellas, those women that you can't fuck, those women that smashing the chads of the world, those women that only want drug dealers and thugs, they're wrong. The reason why you're weak, the reason why you can't do push-ups and get no kunani, the reason why you haven't achieved any success, the reason why you don't have a savings account is all because of a woman. It's all because of a woman, according to Jada Bell podcast. Oh my God. Why? I should never start with this one. It's literally like blowing my high. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, Rooster, I'm not reading your comments. Nay says, who is this woman and what is she talking about? Her name is the Jada Bell podcast, Nay. But I'd like to call her Pick Me Jada. I think that's actually more suitable to her brand. And she should actually give me a credit for that. Pick Me Jada. I think that's more suitable. And it's not an attack on her character, more an assertion of what I have seen from her, which is nothing but women ain't shit, women ain't shit, women ain't shit, women ain't shit. Oh, a woman is something if she follow a man. Next woman, independent, she ain't shit. I see what we're doing here. Just pearly things. Crimson Cure. Danica. No offense. Sister Goddess. You want to be one of those ladies that cash in on a brand new Benz because the incel is saying, I wonder what Jada Bell said today. I wonder what Jada Bell said today about these bitches. Oh my God. And then they spend their entire evening watching you. Right? Meanwhile, in a few hours, I gotta pick up my wife. Right? Even though we got the Mazda in the garage, I just drove her to work today. You know, it was the masculine thing to do.
Default settings.
Oh, and again, man, I listen. Hit the cash app. I don't give a fuck if I got one person watching. We always need at least $20. Listen, I'm starting low when we first start. We need $20 per stream. Somebody got to sponsor this. And Vic, it's looking like it's gonna be you. You're the man in the building. Send that cash app. Stop playing with us.
But I'm gonna avoid her. And what this relationship dynamic really is that a woman's love can be quite chaotic. Women be cultivating relationships that are explosive and emotional and reactive, and
women cultivate relationships that are explosive and reactive. So now the way that a man reacts to a woman is not about him and how he governs himself, but instead about a woman and how she controls.
Shut up, silly woman.
Oh my fucking God. And y'all wonder why domestic abuse rates are so high amongst Black women. You wonder why? Look no further than Jada Bell podcast. Look no further. Oh, cause soon as somebody like Jada Bell finds out that a Black woman or any woman has been hit, the first thing she gonna ask is, well, what did she do to make him so angry? You know, men just don't hit women out of nowhere. And they didn't do that. What did she do? Bitch must have did something. She had to. And it's women like her, bro, that are dangerous. Bro. I'm talking about dangerous. Okay.
And exhausting. And they're exhausting themselves. And then they leave their man when they see that their man is a direct reflection of them now. They're emotional. They don't know where to go, X, Y, and Z, where to lead, how to lead. Now they don't even know what love is anymore. They got into this race.
Yes, Fear. She's definitely talking about men like they're infants. She's talking about men as if we lack enough mental fortitude to govern ourselves and be responsible for our choices. Yet, she also claims, Fear, that men are supposed to be leaders. Imagine that. How can you lead and be a weak nigga at the same time? How? So your leader can just instantly become weaker because of a woman? And this is the woman that y'all got representing the manosphere now. Is this what y'all are doing now?
Relationship having a pretty good standard of what it is, but now they're questioning, like, you done said so many times to him, you don't love me, that now he's questioning, do he? Because this ain't peaceful. And then you feel rejected. You're all you.
Okay. God. Sorry. I had to come back into frame. So, this is a clear sign that she's projecting. The woman that she is the woman that she's talking about. She used to be one of these women that used to be out here probably busting it wide open for anybody who, you know what I'm saying, was telling her that she pretty and that she the one. And now she done broke a million niggas' hearts, felt bad about it, and coming to the internet to project her insecurities and doubts about herself onto other people. No, and then I guess Donald Trump was manipulated by Melania. He don't really make his own choices. He don't make his own choices. Fear says somebody manipulated that out of her. I don't know. I think that this is who she is. I definitely won't take away the fact that she has her own free mind. You know, the black woman is God. So I believe that she's using her full autonomy. Okay? Her full autonomy to do the fuck she wants. I don't think that no man is telling her what to do. If anything, she's motivated by money. Okay? That is one thing that, if anything, she's a businesswoman.
Ooh, cash make the coochie go woo woo.
Mm-hmm.
You're abandoning me. It's just, this is why men, like, they have to be so careful with identifying themselves in their woman's emotions, because they're not as good as her emotional state. Become very passive and avoidant and stay in a corner as far away from you, but because he loves you, he stays there. He's there, but he can't ever be present because he's in constant fight or flight mode every time he's present, because he never knows what he's going to get from you emotionally, right? So he's got to protect himself, and when he protects himself, he's the weakest version of himself when he's protecting himself from his own woman. When there's peace, And emotions are calm when he's with a woman who can control her emotions. She can feel something, not give into that. She doesn't manipulate to feel loved. She has.
Yeah, she a goer. Definitely giving goer status. When he's at peace and with a woman that can be calm, I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. If you a real man, you're gonna hold your ground in any situation. Right? That's just what it is. You gotta really, really hone the fuck in. No woman, nobody should be able to come in your situation and change it up just because they a woman. That's goofy. The donkey today goes to Jada Bell. That's right. Jada Bell podcast. Donkey today. You damn near just wasted a whole hour of our fucking time. Not really. I've been over here editing this video. High key. About the passport bros. You should be ashamed of yourself, Jada Bell. I'm low-key tired of pick-me's. The pick-me's get on my fucking nerves. Listen, I'm not about to go look into her Instagram and stuff and see if she is married, have children, a baby mama. When I type in her name, I find something about OnlyFans. They said she want to get Donald Trump out of office. We can get Donald Trump out of office. Let me see. Drop the link. I don't want that. Give me 1 second. I got so many computers. I just be forgetting where my fucking mouse at. All right. I dropped the link, dog. We got a lot of videos. So the next thing I want to talk about is this whole pushing the gay agenda. Now, you have a lot of people who are upset about Will Byers being gay in Stranger Things. And everybody who watches the show knows Will Byers has always been gay. But in season 5, spoiler alert, moving forward, for those who may have not seen this part, please do not watch further if you have not finished season 5 of Stranger Things. With that being said, in season 5 of Stranger Things, you have Will finding out that he's a sorcerer and he gets powers and shit. And he basically, his source of power was loving himself, not having to hide parts of himself from the people that he loved the most. Right? This conversation that he had with Rockin' Robin, and for those who are uncultured swines, you wouldn't know that the young lady that played Rockin' Robin is actually Ethan Hawke's and Uma Thurman's daughter, but she is. Oh, yeah. Fear said now she gotta mute up. She on season 4. Please do. I'll let you know when we're done, Fear. I'll let you know when we're done. So, as I was saying, Will ended up having this conversation with Rockin' Robin, who is a lesbian. And she was like, eventually I told Steve about how, basically I'm into fucking, to how, whatever she's into. And eventually she told the girl that she liked her and shit. And what's crazy is people are crashing the fuck out about this whole situation with Will saying that he is, he was gay and that he was in love with Mike. Right? Spoiler alerts, like I said. So let's start with this young man. You go download it. because I don't like watching videos on TikTok. I prefer to just go download them. That's how I get the best crisp audio. And if you want to learn how to do that, I will begin taking on students again. The sent God, the master sent God. They said, who the fuck do he think he is?
Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god.
Now, I have this young man video, and we are going to watch it. First, let me remove Jezebel from my story. I'm tired of her. I just can't. I can't with her. Let's go.
Somebody explain to me why now in every movie or TV show somebody has to be gay. One of the main characters always.
Every TV show, somebody doesn't have to be gay. Let's start with the word representation. Gemini, can you explain to me representation in TV shows and in film and connect it to Will Byers from Stranger Things?
Representation in media is how various identities, such as race, gender, and sexuality, are portrayed on screen.
Oh, damn. Read it again, please, Gemini. Sorry, guys. Fucked it up. Gemini, can you explain to me representation in film and TV and connect it to Will Byers and Stranger Things? Jesus Christ.
Representation is how media portrays specific identities, such as race, gender, or sexuality. It is vital because seeing oneself reflected on screen validates a person's existence and shapes how society perceives marginalized groups. Representation in Stranger Things. In Stranger Things, Will Byers serves as a significant example of LGBTQ+ representation, specifically through the slow burn or coded narrative, the struggle of identity. For several seasons, Will's arc focused on his feeling, quote, different. While his friends pursued romantic interests, Will felt alienated, mirroring the real-world experience of queer youth who feel left behind as peers hit traditional milestones. Authenticity and subtext. His confession to Mike in Season 4, disguised as a pep talk about 11, captured the pain of loving someone in secret. By Season 5, his journey evolves from fear to self-acceptance, showing that his identity is a source of strength rather than a mistake. Breaking stereotypes. Unlike the gay best friend trope used for comic relief, Will is a central complex hero whose sensitivity and emotional depth are critical to the show's supernatural stakes. Would you like me to analyze how other characters, like Robin Buckley, complement Will's journey of representation?
So let's read this for a second before I have Gemini do anything else for me, and I see Nays in the back. So if you guys have finished Stranger Things, and Nay, I do have you on the stage, welcome to the show. If you guys know anything about Stranger Things, Will arc, as you know, started with him being in love with Mike, and they've been showing this since Season 1, literally. But it went his journey from fear, right? And this is almost true to every person who I've met in that community. Him going from being a fearful person to using that as a source of power, and a source of self-acceptance. That's how they won. Without Will and his sorcery, 11 would have never made it. You know what I mean? So again, it wasn't a gay best friend trope. It was a complex superhero story, and that's what Will ended up becoming, a superhero in the end. Nay, welcome to the stage. What are your thoughts about people being upset that Will Byers was gay in Stranger Things?
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's. I really do believe that people need to just get over it. Gay people are here to stay. I don't know why you are so perplexed on a person's sexuality, who they decide to love or be with. I'm like, do gay people be in heterosexual worried about heterosexual relationships and what they do, how they do it, and when they do it? No, but for some odd reason, people have this bias against gay folks. When a lot of actors that you may know or may not know, are gay. Do you know that the guy that plays Gandalf in Lord of the Rings is gay. One of the actors in Star Trek is gay. Do you know the lady from American Horror Story is gay? I'm like, do you not know that even Khalid, you know Khalid, right?
Yes, the singer.
He's gay. A
Yes.
lot. I said, do you know that a lot of designers that you decide to put on your body are gay? You can wear their clothes, you can listen to their music, but you can't handle them being in society. I'm confused. I'm mad confused. And there's nothing wrong with having a gay best friend. One thing about gay people, they are the most freest people that I've ever seen in my life. They accept who they are. They don't worry about what other people say after they gain that freedom. Once they get over that fear of what society wants to put out there, they're usually free, flamboyant, and focused on their own lives. And I love it. They usually are the best friends, greatest decorators, good councilmen and women. You a, a lot of people that you surround yourself with, you at least 5 of them are going to be gay, and some of them may not even tell you that they're gay. Look, shit, you can look at a lot of these niggas and can't tell they if they gay or not, and they be just as flamboyant as possible. Why do you care? Worry about your own life. Don't worry about theirs. It always got to be somebody trying to beat up on somebody else because they getting beat up on. If not the man beating up on the women, it's the man beating up on the gay. Why are you beating up on the gay? What's up with that? What have they done to you? Why is it so disgusting when gay people have been around even since Jesus times?
Yeah, I just felt no reason to discriminate. Let's go back to the young man's comment.
Has to be gay, and it adds absolutely nothing to the story. It's completely forced. Will in Stranger Things, yes, we know he's gay. You could infer that. If you watch the show, you can see all the subtle hints they drop throughout the show and make an educated guess that he's probably not straight. But what we didn't need was a 10-minute monologue, a coming out party in front of all his friends and family while everybody's trying to save the world. You're telling me nobody would have stood up and said, hey, we get it, you like dick, but we are going to dynamite regardless of your sexuality.
Shut your ass up, because you probably gay. And most of the time, let's be clear, it is very hard for a person who is in love with someone of the same sex to come out to their family and friends. It takes them quite a long time and to gain that bravery. How dare you? How dare you talk about, oh, they don't need a 10-minute monologue. Sometimes it takes about that long in order for you to even say what you need to say. Why are you making a 10-minute video on why the man talked about him being gay? Why are you so upset about it?
I think that it's very disrespectful to sum up this man to he just like dick. For one, Will literally was kidnapped as a child into the upside down. He was a virgin. They all were children. Are you fucking kidding me? It's a children's story. Did you forget that these are kids? When we're introduced to Mike, Will, Lucas, they're all like in middle school, bro. They weren't thinking about dick. He had affections and affections only. And they showed us throughout the show because he cared about him. Why do you think the first person that we see him save, another spoiler alert, is Will? I mean, it's Mike. The Demogorgon is about to take him out and literally write the shit right in his face, and Will say, not today, bro. Not today, bro. Not my man's Mike. It's over. You feel me? And I remember watching the scene for the first time thinking, I'm so proud of Will, because for years they had put their lives on the line to go into the upside down to try to save Will. He was the main season, you know what I'm saying, like storyline. We gotta save Will. We gotta save Will. And the person that led that was Mike, because he wasn't gay, but he cared about Will. and he loves Will, and there was nothing wrong with that. It just eventually he told the people that he loved because he got tired of hiding that part of himself, and that strength led to him defeating Vecna. That's just the facts, whether y'all like it or not. And every person that's gay in a story, they don't show that. And I'll give you an example. Dumbledore, like Nate said, Dumbledore was gay in Harry Potter. The character is literally gay. He was in love with Grindelwald. Nobody knew that until the Fantastic Beasts story because y'all don't read books. That's just the facts. Dumbledore always was in love with Grindelwald. Dumbledore never had no kids that never stood out to y'all. Every other magical wizard, the Malfoys, the Weasleys, they all had offsprings. Nevertheless, y'all choose.
I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say they choose to attack a certain group of people as always, and as always, it's people that look like him. That's all.
It's always the minority. It's always someone who's considered less than. I said, let's be clear. Even the guy that played Professor X is gay. Not the original Professor X. Believe it or not. Like a lot of characters that you have fallen in love with were gay. The actors were gay. So what's the problem? At this point, you act like it's going to be a Thanos snap and an annihilation of all gay people. Love who you want to. It don't work that way. And if y'all believe in y'all Bible, don't God make everybody in His own image? So He creates gay people. A lot of people discover that they're into the same sex at a very, very young age. Just because it's more accepted right today doesn't mean that they don't face the challenges of everyday society. They still gonna have some heterosexual male or female talk about their sexuality and what they don't belong in this society. They're an abomination. But like I said, I thought we were all made in God's image. So He made you straight. I'm for sure He made gay folks too. What's the problem?
People are saying that they couldn't watch Stranger Things with their children. Said, well, too
please.
bad. Children have been the primary watchers of Stranger Things. Before I met my wife, she said she never watched Stranger Things because it's a kid show.
Let's be clear. Stranger Things is definitely like a kid adult show. But let's be clear. Usually, when your child is growing up and they realize what feelings are, it usually starts around 5-6 years old. They know that they like the same sex. They're interested in the same sex. It starts as a child. Most of the time, if it has nothing to do with SA or anything as far as male or female to a child, usually they discover that they like the same sex as a child. They like heels, they like makeup, all that type of stuff. Or the little girl likes to dress like a boy. She really doesn't like dresses. That type of thing is usually a discovery when they're children. So,
and what blew my mind, Nate, is not him saying, "Hey, movie guys, we shouldn't put so much violence in these stories. We shouldn't put the military getting slaughtered by evil entities and showing so much violence to kids. We don't want to portray that." But no, his problem is Will announcing that he's gay. Child. You can't make this shit up. Let's watch the rest.
This show is set from 1983 to 1987. The kids are supposed to be from the ages of 12 to 16, 17, between that whole time period. I highly doubt a 16-year-old kid is going to have a coming out party in the 1980s. It was not accepted like it is today. It wouldn't happen. It's not real.
You think it was no gay people in the 80s?
Wait a minute. Were you born in the 80s? Because they had a such thing as ballroom in the 80s. Actually, in the 70s. You know what ballroom is? That's where the
This
gays gathered
there
and
was
had
no
fashion
gay people in the
shows.
80s is diabolical.
That's diabolical. And like the, you would say in the 1950s and 60s and 70s maybe that it wasn't as much as accepted, or they were in the closet, quote unquote. It wasn't as open. But when the late 70s and 80s, oh, everybody knew it was gay. It is what it is, and it became more prominent as you know society continued to modernize, and society continued to accept it. So why do you, once again, why do you care? What this got to do with you? It's a TV show. Why are you crying about a person's character? That's like these niggas crying about a woman wearing a certain dress. You know what? I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all men. Always want to cry and complain about the next motherfucker instead of worried about your fucking self.
You can't make that shit up.
I wouldn't be surprised if one of your friends is gay and he won't tell you because you gotta see, you gonna make a video about him being gay. I guarantee you at least one of your friends is gay. And he just won't let you know.
How does this serve you? In what ways does this serve you? To try to humiliate gay people and talk about stranger things, where again, this is a young man who's in high school admitting his feelings. Like, I just don't understand it. Again, to me, this seems like projection. Maybe you have something deep down inside that you need to admit to your friend group. Deep down inside.
And it's forced, like I said, completely forced. And especially the way they did it. If anything, he should have just had a conversation with Mike or his mom, came out that way, had it a little secret, and he would have felt better. Just like how Robin did. Nobody had a problem with Robin coming out because it was written way better and it did not feel forced. It was more.
Y'all didn't have a problem with Robin coming out because y'all don't have a problem with women being gay. Y'all have a problem with men being gay. That's why. Nobody talked about Robin coming out also because her girlfriend isn't a main character. We watched Will and his Mike storyline for years. For years. What's going on, Gore? Happy New Year's, my brother. Appreciate you.
Of course, a lot of men fantasy. I'm like, that's every man fantasy. 2 women, multiple women. Isn't that y'all fantasy? So of course you don't have any. You're not upset about women coming out as being lesbian. Of course, because that's every man fantasy to have multiple women, especially multiple women that women who sleep with women and sleep with him at the same time. Yeah, we already know that. Why are you so comfortable with me and being? Hello? You are who you are. You are who you are. Let it go. Happy New Year, Gore.
They're sexist and they're mad because Stranger Things allowed equal representation of both. They wanted both, right? Will represent what he represent, and he liked somebody that wasn't even gay. So I think whatever the writers wanted to do there, I just appreciate the fact that it was a source of strength for him. That's all. That's all. But in the meantime, we gotta cut to commercial break, man. We gotta cut to commercial break.
For clout. That is the solution to this. The solution, Ed, is for you to send a goddamn 99-cent super sticker. So this way I don't have to go to Brokeback Mountain. That shit crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of gay shit. Anyway, let's get back to this video, man. Shit crazy.
More natural. And I have no problem with gay people. This isn't a homophobic thing. But I believe that all these TV shows and movie producers and directors, they just take a big bag of money and completely fuck up their show just so they can make some extra cash. So I don't know. That's my opinion. Maybe it's a hot take. I don't think it's really a hot take, but if somebody has an explanation or disagrees with me, let me know down in the comments.
So let me ask you. Let me mute Nate for a second. So you made this video and you took the time out of your day to say you're not being homophobic, But instead, you're just having a conversation about what you think is bad. And TV and film, and it's not the violence that's perpetrated. You're not saying we shouldn't make movies about slavery or anything like that. You're saying the only thing that we shouldn't be doing is we shouldn't be putting gay representation in films, mainly because you feel uncomfortable seeing gay people represented in films. Not because they're doing anything wrong, but simply because you just don't like it. Y'all ridiculous, bro. Y'all ridiculous. Again, men have unrealistic expectations. Super unrealistic expectations. Anyway, let me keep going. I got a lot of videos to do. My second one, I have downloaded. Let me see, where is it at? It was a young lady who was talking about Stranger Things. And she said that she also didn't like the fact that she felt like they were forcing the LGBTQIA representation. Let's go pull up her video file.
Okay, I want people to define force. I'm like, because people, words have a means of meaning. I want you to define the word force, because the way I'm like, nobody has a gun to your head saying, "Hey, you better watch this gay person." Ain't nobody sitting here telling you you have to watch this gay person or you lose your life. None of this is going on. You're not being forced or coerced or anything. If you don't want any type of representation of gay people in your household, don't watch TV. Don't go outside. Don't do anything because it's gay people all around you. I'm mad confused. They always keep talking about. Oh, television is trying to force gay people on society. What? How are you being forced? You're watching the television show. If you don't like it, change the channel.
No, I agree. So we do have another young lady who felt like that, Netflix and Stranger Things was pushing this LGBTQIA2S+ community and their agenda onto the public. Let's see what she got to say.
Let's see the season 5 finale of Stranger Things. This is exactly what I'm talking about when I say they're forcing LGBTQ+ representation like in our shows and movies that we watch. Because Stranger Things was just like a normal show and it didn't have all these woke things in it. And then randomly, season 5, mind you, we've waited years for season 5, and they make Will gay and they make the whole thing talking about Will coming out.
Girl, you clearly wasn't paying.
Girl. Why I gotta be a black woman? Why I gotta be a black woman?
Yeah.
Why it always gotta be us? Why I gotta be one of y'all pick me stupid ass motherfucking bitches? Why? Why do we gotta be you? Why do we gotta be you? What are you talking about? Woke? Woke is a black term. You know that, right? And every talking point that you spewing out sounds just like Donald Trump talking about it. You need to be worried about your rights being taken. You need to be worried about your jobs being taken. You need to be worried about these men trying to put you back in the household. But you worried about a character in Stranger Things. Like, I tell you, smack some of these bitches back to the 1930s and let them stay. Okay? If you don't want to be independent and free, please go back to the 1930s when you got to depend on a nigga. Please. Because at this point, I don't understand it. Y'all get on my nerves. Sheesh.
What's interesting for me is it's clear that she didn't watch the show because Will has always shown he's always shown images and little signs that he was in love with Mike. And even in season 4, he made a painting and basically start crying right next to Mike because he was in love with him. And his brother Jonathan knew about it too. His mom even said that You know, he was different. He never was really into girls. She said that like the first 3 episodes. Gore says he stopped watching Stranger Things. He quit in season 3. Well, you missed some really good cinema, Gore. Victor says, I don't like a certain type of content. I don't watch, never have watched Stranger Things ever. And I hear about it all the time. Yeah, Vic, you're an old man. You should still watch it. Yeah, it's a very brilliant story. But they didn't just out of nowhere come up with the storyline of Will being gay. It's always been pushed since day one. That's just the facts. Y'all just don't pay attention. Y'all was too much watching 11 use psychic fucking powers that y'all didn't pay attention to the rest of the storyline and the characters and how they grew episode by episode, season by season. Literally. Anyway, we can keep going.
Literally, there's people fucking dying, and we're worried about Will coming out. Who gives a shit? You're gay. Okay, that's cool. Next. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't get.
Again, you clearly missed the whole part that Will needed to. You know what? Fuck. I wish I can show y'all for those who haven't seen it without getting a copyright. Right? But Will needed to accept himself. Because part of himself was that he was a sorcerer. To unlock everything that he was, he had to accept everything that he was. And a part of that was that he was different in his sexuality. Once he accepted that, his sorcery and his magic was evident. He saved everybody fucking lives. Twice. Literally. So I think a lot of y'all just don't like storylines, because y'all don't understand how they're written. This is a character that was written as a gay young man his entire life, hiding from everything. That's why he was chosen by Vecna out of the rest of them, because he was already hiding. Nate, did you finish season 5? It's like they fucking missed this shit.
I was like, I haven't finished season 5 yet, so don't tell me everything. You don't have to tell me because since the beginning, I knew that Will was gay, but it was just like, I don't care about that, because most superheroes, if you ever watch real superhero stories, they have to come into themselves in order to accept their power. Most sorcery, just like even with Harry Potter, he had to accept that he knew how to speak Slytherin. He knew how to speak Slytherin. He knew how to. He had to accept a lot of stuff. A lot of heroes have to accept certain aspects of their lives in order to become brave, in order to become confident and courageous, in order for them to unlock certain powers. You have to be wholehearted in self, I would say. You have to be enlightened in self. You have to accept yourself. That's the only way anybody else would accept you. You had to accept yourself first. And you don't have to hide anything from nobody. Who are they? They can't judge you. And
so
if they do, fuck them.
Gore said, can I show y'all who Will is? I might be able to show maybe parts of the video, Gore. I just know I can't show all of the video, right? But yeah, I will show it. Give me 1 second. I'll do it momentarily. So, because Gore said he don't remember the characters. It's actually the one on my thumbnail, the one with the buzz cut. Let me go get my thumbnail and I'll post it right here so I can show you. I'm doing in an overlay. I might not be able to because I got so much shit already on here. Let me see. Yeah. Or I got to delete some stuff, Gore, but I will just do it like this. I just put it down for a second. And I show an image file. I show the thumbnail. Oh damn, wrong thumbnail. God damn it. I forgot. I'll show you in a second, Gore. I got you. So Will is the guy that got kidnapped. All right, he said just a photo. I got you. All right, let me see. Will Byers.
Daryl, did you not know that sometimes the guy that plays Will was scared to even be in pictures with the rest of the cast because the controversy that was going on about his character being gay at the very end of Stranger Things at the season finale. Did you not know that? That poor child was uncomfortable with taking pictures with his castmates,
which is
and
fucked.
which is fucked up. And to the point where one of his castmates, he was stepping out a picture. I watched it on a TikTok. He was stepping out a picture so they can take pictures for Stranger Things. And what's the little black boy character? I forgot his name.
So this is that nigga Will right here, Gore.
He's a white boy.
He's the one that all of this fuss is about. That's him. Let's go to the young black lady's video, man. She was spazzing.
What I mean? Like, I just don't get why they had to put that in there. And that's what I mean by it's forced in there. This was not natural, okay? This was random. We did not see this shit coming. We did not think they were going to make the season 5 ender him coming out as gay. You know what I'm saying? I believe they mentioned him, like, saying he doesn't like girls in, like, season 3 or something like that. And that's good. That's fine. You know what I mean? But they didn't carry that on until the last season. I just think that's weird. Like, I just think it's like, does that make sense? I feel like I'm not making sense. But like, keep the storyline going. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though.
No, you were not making sense. None at all, actually. You was literally saying a whole bunch of fucking nothing. Literally. The storyline was pivotal about him being gay. I'm sorry, whether you like it or not, that was just a storyline. I just don't understand what's this whole anti-gay shit that people are doing now. I don't know, man. Nay, what's your thoughts? You think she was wrong?
Because she believed, like they believe that that's a part of wokeness. You know, the first thing that came out of her mouth is part of the Republican Trump agenda. Oh, we cannot accept black people. Oh, we can't accept black women being in society. No, we can't accept gay people. But if we go into them files, it ain't nothing but women, other stuff, and gay people. Confused. I be confused. Why do you hate these people so much? But you entertain them all the time.
Literally.
But I'm gonna go back to work. You can have your show. I'll be back momentarily because it's a little loud. But y'all getting on my motherfucking nerves. Leave gay people alone. What has I want. You know what? I got a question. What policy has a gay person put out on you that hinders you from society? That's what I need y'all to answer for me. I want somebody to clearly come on here and tell me what policy or what has gay people done to you in order to hinder you from living in everyday society. Answer that question for me. And y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good day. Gemini Day.
See you later, Nay. Ciao. So again, we got Stranger Things fans crashing out because I really don't know. I think it's a whole bunch of homophobic content, to be perfectly honest. That's the way I look at it, because when I watched the show, I just didn't care if Will is gay. That don't mean anything to me at all. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that that was a source of his strength, I respect the writing. I respect his individualism as a person. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, this is, I don't know, bro. It seemed like they're just wasting time going online complaining about how this man who really found a source of strength in his truth, that's somehow a weakness now. I don't know. I feel like that's some bullshit. And they know some bullshit. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about that part in the comments below, man. We're gonna get to the last topic, man, which is my nigga Trump and Venezuela. Trump and Venezuela. Child. It's been going down. Going deep down. Trump kidnapped the Venezuelan president, and I wonder how y'all feel about it. Let me go to Maduro. Let me go Trump, Maduro. Ciao. And apparently we getting oil now. Apparently we're about to get some oil from Venezuela. To nobody's surprise. Child. And they said it's all about drug dealing. It's all about drug dealing. Maduro, please, not guilty. I don't want to watch CNN because they might flag me, bro. Watch all right, let me see Trump, Venezuela. Because I don't want to just see about Maduro. I want to see everything about the Venezuelan government. Now, I'm not watching his full speech. Fuck. CNN it is. All right, man. Hey, we had no other choice.
President Nicolás Maduro now in U.S. custody facing federal charges. President Trump has made clear he has big plans for U.S. energy companies taking control of Venezuela's rich oil supply. Venezuela has some of the largest proven oil reserves in the world, though it only accounts for about 1.
So now we know what this is all about. It's all about the oil reserves. This is not about people being in danger or any of that type of shit. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, them wanting fucking, these people want oil. Like, it's hard for me to even really get into the politics of this. I'm just going to invest into oil stocks and just try to make a bag off of this. Because I see this as a play to get money. You know what I'm saying? They kidnapped the president in the middle of the night on some gangster shit. Took him from his country. Heard they took his wife too. Middle of the night. Let's read more into this. Let's watch more. This shit's crazy.
1% of the world's oil production.
Venezuela right now is a dead country. We have to bring it back, and we're going to have big investments by the oil companies to bring back the infrastructure. And the oil companies are ready to go. They're going to go in, they're going to rebuild the infrastructure. The oil is just flowing at a very low level, much lower than, even if it was badly run, it should have more income, more oil than what they're doing. So we're going to have the big oil companies go in. They're going to fix the infrastructure, and they're going to invest money. Right now, what we want to do is fix up the oil, fix up the country, bring the country back, and then have elections.
So basically, this whole thing has always been about oil. Even from the beginning, when it was about the Venezuelan warships and all that bullshit, all this shit was really about you getting money from them. And getting money and getting oil from them and taking over their country and installing somebody that y'all see fit to run a country. That's crazy, bro. And I agree with Jasmine Crockett. If somebody came here, even though I disagree with Trump, if somebody came here and kidnapped Trump from the White House, we would be at war immediately. I'm talking about immediately. But for some reason, Americans is like, oh, no, we're good. We're good. We did nothing wrong. He was a drug dealer. We did absolutely no wrong. We didn't violate at all. That's that type of delusion, bro, that's going to set us back, bro. Because they can't be honest with themselves and say they are the problem. We are the problem. I'm not a Republican, but when I say they, I mean them. They are the problem. I don't even want to cover that shit for too long. I ain't gonna lie, because that's not my lane. I don't fuck with that kind of stuff. I don't like them kind of moves. You taking somebody's wife and, you know what I'm saying, taking him out of his country in the middle of the night. To me, that's grounds for Americans dying and us going to war. And for what? For what? I don't know. That's it for today, man. I wasn't gonna be here for long. I'm actually about to finish playing on my Nintendo Switch 2. Oh shit, I'm on Nintendo Switch 2. Yes, sir. iPhone 17 Pro Max camera nuts. With that being said, I am out of here. I'm about to get some work done. I'll see y'all later, man. Let me know who else is streaming. Maybe I'll join their stream, see what's popping. But with that being said, I'm out of here. Peace.